Hey guys, back again. So I'm going to start reviewing Christmas horror movies early because I'm just in the mood for it. So tonight I watched for the first time Silent Night, which is a pseudo remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's got things that are like little nods to Silent Night, Deadly Night, but this isn't really the same kind of plot. In a way, it's really not anything similar to it besides a killer Santa. So you could say that Christmas Evil is the same connection to Silent Night, Deadly Night. But this one has little nods to Silent Night, Deadly Night, but it's not a legit sequel. Or not like it's a remake, but it doesn't feel like a legit remake, if that makes sense. So it's interesting, and I guess I'll start with the plot. It's about this girl Aubrey, who's played by Jamie King, who is in another '80s remake after My Bloody Valentine 3D, which is cool. She was in both, and I liked her in both a lot. And she's the sheriff in town, and she's searching around for the killer Santa, who is going around killing people around town. And honestly, the character Aubrey I really liked a lot. I thought she was really cool. I thought that Jamie King, I don't know, she brings something to these roles. Like in My Bloody Valentine 3D, I felt the same way. I'm like, I like this character. I like her personality. I think she's really good in both of these. So I liked her a lot. So I thought that she was a great main lead. I thought that she was a really solid character. I really did enjoy her in this movie a lot. And I liked how Malcolm McDowell was in this in another remake. He was in the Halloween remake. That's funny, he's in this one as well. Even though I said this isn't a full, like, exact remake to Silent Night, Deadly Night, but I guess it counts. But overall, like, that's the plot and the main characters. And, I mean, that's basic horror movie plot, like, slasher plot. Like, they're just going around trying to stop the killer. Which is totally fine, and I do like those characters, but I think the kills are probably the best thing about this movie, where I thought the kills in this were really fun. Even though those characters are cool, I thought the kills were the best part of the movie. I really like the kills a lot. I like the one with the girl getting killed going through the wood chipper. That was really intense. I was just like, well, not intense, but you know what I mean. Like, it was fun intensity. Like, it wasn't actually scary. It was just like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy. Watching a girl getting wood chipped into a wood chipper. Like, that's hilarious. Or, like, this guy covered in Christmas lights getting shocked to death. Like, that was fun. Or, like, people getting impaled. Like, it had a lot of fun kills. Like, not all of them are, like, unique, but they were fun. Like, I thought they were really solid for this movie. So I liked that a lot, and I did like how a lot of the kills usually were for horrible people. Like, usually the horrible people will die, and, like, you feel great that they're dead. Because there was this horrible piece of shit little girl in the beginning of the movie, this teenage girl, where she's talking to her mother, like, telling her what to do. She's like, go do this, go do that. Like, she's literally telling her giving her orders, and I'm like, fuck you, kid. Like, jeez, this kid is horrible. But then the Santa appears at her door and, like, kills her. So I thought that was funny that she immediately dies. But, I mean, it makes sense. They're trying to make her unlikable, that little girl. But man, she pissed me off, that little teenage girl. So I liked how a lot of the characters got their comeuppance because they were horrible people. Like that creepy, like, preacher guy who was, like, ogling every girl he ever sees. Like, he was creepy, and I thought that was funny whenever he died. So I did like the jokes. I mean, not the jokes. I did like the kills, and I did like the characters. But I feel like the jokes in this were just kind of, like, weird, self-aware jokes where I didn't really think were that funny. Like, whenever one guy says, what is this, garbage day? And you're just thinking to yourself, if you've seen Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, the obvious answer is, like, why do you have that question in the movie like that, like, say it like that, to where you know it's a reference to the second one. And then like there's some weird jokes where like one guy sings "We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas," and then Malcolm McDowell's character just says, "What is this, Glee?" Like, that's just a weird joke. Like I didn't get the joke sometime in this movie. They were just kind of either too self-aware or just not really funny. Like I thought the jokes were kind of a downfall of the movie in a lot of ways. They weren't like prevalent throughout until the end. Like the ending, I noticed had a lot more jokes than the beginning. And this has, like I said, whenever I was talking about references to Silent Night, Deadly Night, the original, they have references like there's this random scene of this guy who has two scenes in the movie where the first scene it's this teenager and he sees his comatose grandfather. Guess where that's going? If you've seen the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. Nobody's in the room. The grandpa talks to the teenager, says the exact same lines he says to young Billy in the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, like Christmas is the scariest damn night of the year. You better watch yourself, boy. Like it's the same thing, but that just is weird and out of place in the movie. Like I don't really get. It's just there to reference the first one. It's not there to like add anything. It's just kind of weird. And then like there was a good kill, but it was done before in the original, where like there's a girl who gets impaled through deer antlers, like the first one, but it's I don't know, like it's already been done before in the first one, so it's just kind of weird to put that in there. So it's not the same as the original in terms of like the plot, really. I mean, there's a thing at the end, like a twist where you realize that the little kid did go mad in a Santa outfit. But his dad did that before him, and he got killed by a cop. So it's like, it kind of plays with like being like the first one, where like the kid goes unhinged, but like you don't realize that until the very end. It's the exact opposite of Silent Night, Deadly Night, where that built up to him, Billy becoming crazy, and they did a great job of that in the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. So it's different in that aspect, and the killer, and up until the end, isn't really revealed. Like, he is revealed at the end, but, like, for the whole movie, it's not like you know who he is, like the first one, where, like, you know at the beginning, this is Billy, who's going to be the killer. In this one, it's the exact opposite, where you realize at the end of the movie, which I guess is a cool, like, I respect that. I respect them doing something different, because this is a very different remake, question mark, because it really doesn't feel like a remake. It feels just like it's a guy in a Santa suit attacking, killing people, with a couple references to Silent Night, Deadly Night, but it doesn't feel like a remake. It feels like just another slasher with the Santa. It doesn't feel like a Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. But basically, to sum it all up, I think that the characters are good. I think the kills are good. I thought the jokes were kind of lame sometimes, and I thought that some of the references to the original were weird because they don't fit in this movie. It's just kind of weird to put out a couple of those references. So I didn't love this movie, but I thought it was totally fine. Like it's not as good as the original, of course not. I love the original one, but this one is just, it's a solid remake, question mark, but it's not like, it's not great. It's just all right. It's just a totally fine slasher with some cool kills and some all right characters. So with other flaws, but to me, this is just an average slasher. It was fun in some aspects it was not. So kind of a weird way to end this review, but it was just like there was some good things about it, some all right things about it, and some not great things about it. So it's a really mixed bag. So overall, I just thought it was all right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'll do a ranking on the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies, because I did review them all, the other ones, last year around Christmas time, 1 through 5. So I think I'll rank them all. So check that out if you feel like you want to. So thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.